Welcome to the Beat 139. I'm Doc.
I'm Don Vito. How you doing? Good evening. How's everything? All right, so we got a lovely young lady in the building who has a magnificent voice. Can you tell everybody what your name is?
I am Bellaa Presley, and I'm an R&B singer.
Okay, welcome to the show, Bella. So where you from, Bella?
I am from Long Island.
Long Island, huh? What part of
South
Long
Shore.
Island? South Shore.
Yeah.
That's out there a little bit, huh?
Yeah, it's the ends of the island.
I know, man. Way out there. What's that, the Atlantic Ocean? What is that? Something like the Atlantic, right? No?
Nah,
It's
that's not the Atlantic.
The Pacific, right?
Pacific?
No.
I know they got sharks out there. They got sharks out there. When you
That's
go.
Amityville.
Yeah.
Sharks in
Okay.
Amityville.
Yeah, we get like sand sharks like washed up on.
Yeah, they got sharks out there, man. They can keep that. I'm good. Well, anyway, so
That's like an hour and a half, right?
might be two, man.
It depends on traffic. Like when I was driving here earlier, it took me about 2 hours, but like on my way home, it'll take me like an hour 15.
So it's the end of Long Island.
Yeah, like the end. Like I'm on the LIE, I'm exit 68.
And after that is what?
That last exit is 72.
And what leads to that?
Riverhead.
No, that's Long Island, right?
Yeah, it's still Long Island, yeah.
Riverhead's like the end, right?
Yeah, that's
Shanti
the
from
end of the-
Riverhead, right?
I don't know.
But anyway, so then you're in Harlem like you on vacation, huh?
Yeah.
That's a long ride.
It's a distance, you know? Pack my bags.
Yeah. So, when did you get started into the music business career?
Well, I've been singing my whole life, really. I did like the chorus and drama club and everything through school, but I started like writing my own music and making my own music when I was in my senior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was in a group of friends that everybody made their own music. There was producers, writers, other singers, and they were just like, do it, just do it. And I started doing it, and I just fell in love with it. Really, it was like my outlet.
So what kind of producers did you come across that helped create your sound?
Well, the producer that I started working with, he was very versatile. He could really make anything. He could make trap beats, R&B, regular hip hop, anything. But he brought, because like knowing the way that like my voice was, because I had done like covers and stuff with him. So knowing the way that my voice was, he just brought me a lot of smooth R&B, and we went from there. Really.
Okay.
So Bellaa Presley. Presley's your real last name, or you adopted from Elvis?
It is actually my middle name, but I am named after Elvis.
Okay.
Because my mom loves him very much.
She's a Elvis fan?
Yes.
That's a pretty name, Bellaa Presley. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is your first album you're working on?
I have one EP out. It came out in August of 2018. Yeah. And I have one project coming out at the end of February, but it's like a short EP. It's more of like a little book almost. It's only 4 songs. But then I am working on an album that should be coming out at the end of the year. So that is in the process right now.
So any shows you're doing?
Yeah, I did one show last Monday at the Oxygenation Cocktail Lounge. That is actually in Brooklyn. I try to do at least one show a week. I try to do.
Wow.
Yeah, I try to do like one show a week. I try to do at least one interview like this every week. Like I just came from another interview from before I came here. So yeah, I just try to keep myself busy.
Working.
That's working, yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
that.
try to keep myself busy.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
An interview a week?
I try to. And I gotta show my face as much as possible.
Yeah.
She's
Meet
smart.
as many people as I can.
Very smart.
Yeah, and on the shows, them shows is where you get the recognition.
Oh yeah, you meet a lot of other artists too.
How's your stage performance?
It was, it's a lot better than it was when I first started, because like I have always performed in front of people since I was younger, but performing your original stuff is very nerve-wracking, because you don't know how people are going to react to how you write music and how you portray yourself as an artist. So that took me a little while to get comfortable with, but I'm pretty comfortable now.
You dance?
Funny that you ask. One of the songs that my last single, Catch My Vibe, was my first dance song, and I actually had to take dance classes in a hip hop class to do the music video. So we did I did dance rehearsals for about 2.5 months with the dance crew and the choreographer. So that's really about as far as my dancing skills go. But
Yeah, as long as you can move a little bit, that's all right though. So
You have dancers with you.
yeah, background and stuff. So question, so if you had to compare yourself to anybody, who would it be?
A lot of people tend to compare me to Janae Aiko.
Mm-hmm.
More so my last album. This album that I'm working on is I'm trying to go a little bit more towards a hip hop R&B type of vibe instead of just R&B soul, just to switch it up a little bit, show how I can go in any direction really. But yeah, people have compared me to her.
So are you a type of artist that hide behind the track, or you can sing and the track come behind you?
Oh no, I can sing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Because on the B139, we like to have our performance, do a little something for the audience and stuff, before we play the music.
I can do that for
Anything you like.
I can do that for you.
Can we hear something?
Yeah, sure. This is actually from, I just did a in-studio performance last month. It dropped last month, so I'll do that for you. All right. This is called Leave a Message. I'll do the first verse for you.
Okay, cool.
All right. My mind's been wondering, why can't we make amends? You cannot pretend like you're the one who's innocent. I can play my role. You're living in my soul. When we're all alone, you know it's me you gotta hold. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go now. We can take it slow, get back on the road now. 'Cause I'd be on my way to make you feel no pain. Instead I'm here to stay, laying lonely, lonely while.
Wow. Wow. That's fire right there, Ted. That's fire.
Yeah, baby, no music.
That's nice right there.
You said you want to say something?
It sounded like when he asked you like who they compare yourself to me, that sounded like a lot like Adele. And I like Adele.
Oh, thank you very much. I love Adele. I actually, she was I performed Chasing Pavements, my first talent show. She's like a big inspiration of mine, so I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
That sounded like Adele.
But I can tell that you've been in the studio a lot because you had a lot of voice training because of the way that you deliver the music and your melody and all that type of stuff, and you're comfortable with it,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so that's good. You're gonna do well.
Thank you very much.
Very well, very well.
So it's not hard work. You come away Long Island.
Yeah. She's confident too, I can tell.
Well, that was a work in progress, but
Yeah, we know how it is. Show business is work.
Yeah, it wasn't easy to be able to do that, but I'm comfortable with it now, but I wasn't always.
See, what I respect about you, because we have a lot of artists come on here and there, and it really bothers me if I ask an artist to sing or rap and they freeze up like, hold up, you serious? We had a few like that, like that.
Yeah.
We asked them to rap, like, let me hear something right quick, and they be like, what you mean, you're supposed to be like ready to go all the time, because you never know when that check might come out, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I appreciate you doing that.
Thank you. I appreciate you allowing me to.
And so what do you have going on that the audience don't know about, or we don't know about?
You mean like music-wise? Like
Anything in your
projects and
career,
stuff?
your projects and all that. Yeah.
Well, actually tonight I'm releasing the next in-studio performance because, so the project that I'm releasing in February, since it's only 4 songs, I'm trying to build my YouTube content and stuff, so I released all 4 songs, not on Apple Music or anything, but I released them as live in-studio performances on YouTube. So I had a keyboardist or a guitar player with me, and we did it that way. So I released them that way. I'm dropping the 3rd one tonight. And then the 4th one will come out in February, right before the project comes out. The project is called Keep Me, and that's pretty much what I got right now. The video I was telling you about before is coming out in March. It's supposed to come out spring break, the week of spring break. I believe that's the 18th to the 24th or something like that. So somewhere in that week, it should be coming.
How it is with dates? Like when you're planning, you planning on coming out at a certain time. You normally meet your deadlines?
I try. So the way that I really do it is that right now I have 2020 plans out of like what I want to do from January 1st to December 31st. That's and I have since I already know like what projects and videos I want to work on, I have certain time frames that I work on each of them so that everything comes out within at least a week of when it should be, so that I'm not too off time. Yeah, I like if something's gonna come out in March, I like to have it done in January, just so that you don't run into any problems, because that happens a lot, and then pushes back, and you
So
make
what you like,
promises you can't keep.
So what you like better as far as more comfortable recording or being on stage?
I like being on stage. I like being on stage a lot better. That was the biggest problem with me for making my own music, was that I'm okay with like being on stage in front of a lot of people, but as far as being in the studio where it's just me and the producer, that was like very intimidating to me, because it's an intimate setting. It's just very like one-on-one. You can read his or her reaction very clearly as to what they feel about what you're doing. So that scared me a lot, but I got over it. I just made myself go in there and do it.
So let me ask you a question. So you working very hard, I can see, and you got a lot of passion for what you do, but what's your plan as far as like, because you can record songs, you could perform, you can do all of that stuff, but what is your plan? You looking to get signed by like a major label, or you want to go independent? You got a team together that's going to help you push the project? What's going on with that?
My goal is to really just, if I were to get signed, I would rather it be an independent label, because I like to I've noticed a lot in the music industry, you sign to the label or whatever, and a lot of people, and that really depends on who you have on your team. Like you said, you sign certain contracts that will put you in a certain position that you can't keep you, like you won't own your music anymore. Like if I were to sign, I would need to own my masters and own my lyrics, and because you run into problems like, for example, like Taylor Swift, she tried to break away from her label, and now she went through this whole thing where she couldn't even perform all the songs that she's had over the past years, because they technically own those songs.
Right.
So like those are things I wouldn't want to get involved with.
Wow, that's great. What's your team consist of?
My team really consists of me and my manager. That's really pretty much it. I work with a lot of artists, and I work with producers and stuff, but as far as like my team that is trying to further my career, it's me and my manager, really.
He's working.
Yeah,
busy.
he does. Yeah, he does. He definitely does. He gets me out there a lot. So.
How you find him?
I actually met him a few years ago. I used to be in a group. So I used to be in a group called Lake 2.0. It was me and 3 guys. One of them sang, 2 of them rapped, and one of the rappers also produced. He produced most of my music when I first started. My manager had seen my profile on Instagram, and then saw that I was in a group and everything, and he put together a show at this, like he put together like a fashion show / showcase. So it was like independent upcoming fashion lines would do the runway, and then in between each line, he would have an independent artist or group go up there and perform. So he had us come out there and perform, and I've been in contact with him ever since. Once I broke away from the group, I realized that you need somebody on your side. You need somebody on your side. So I went from it was like me and 3 other people to just me. It's too much to just handle all by yourself.
So what happened? Why did you break away? You had a fallout or something like that?
I'm still in contact with them. We're still very good friends. Because I grew up with most of them. We didn't click together very much on the working part. So, but they're very good artists. They are super talented, and they can get to that. They can get to that point. You know what I mean? But we had too many bumps in the road, work ethic wise. So we all wanted to do things different ways, and it didn't click together very well.
So you feel better as a solo artist or in the group?
I feel better as a solo artist because I have more freedom as to what I want to do, what I want to do, and how I want to handle things. But I did really, really love being able to collaborate on music with people all the time. So that is pretty much the biggest thing that I miss about that.
All right, so we got a song, or you got a track of us you want to play or something like that?
Yeah, talk about your track.
Okay, so the first track is Catch My Vibe, which is the one I was telling you about before. It was my first dance track because I'm very used to doing slower R&B. So this was a little bit more of an upbeat song. And yeah, this is Catch My Vibe.
Check it out, y'all. Bellaa Presley. Okay. Bellaa. Okay. That's how you doing it, huh? You doing it like that?
Yes, I am doing it like
I
that.
can hear that on the radio right now.
Thank you.
That song is radio ready.
Thank you.
You ever thought about doing like a college tour?
I am actually, my manager is trying to work on that for me for the summer. Not necessarily college, but just, he has a few connections in different states and stuff to just try to get me
To hit the
out
road.
there. Yeah, basically to try to get a little bit of a fan base everywhere, basically. So,
Hit that road, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you have a great voice.
Thank you.
You have a great voice. And it seems your managers, every time you talk about your manager.
Well, he's, me and him, we work together very
Now,
well.
I mean, he's working. Like,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You said, oh, my manager.
Well, I gotta
He's
give
being
him his
a real
credit.
manager.
Yeah. I gotta give him his credit.
Yeah. Give you that confidence and that energy to say, I'm going to win. I'm going to make this happen.
Yeah.
He believes in you.
Yeah.
What's
He
your
does,
manager
yeah.
name?
Norman.
Norman?
Norman.
Tell everybody your manager name.
My manager's name
Shout
is
out.
Norman Hall. Shout out to my manager because
Shout out to Norman Hall.
he
What
does
up,
his
Norman?
thing. He does his thing.
There you
I
go.
talked on
Yeah.
the phone with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta show love to the peoples. So what's your social media links? If people want to check your music and all that.
My social media is at Bellaa Presley. You can do Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, anything, YouTube, whatever you got. It would be BellaAPresley.
So definitely follow, but before we wrap it up, we're gonna go get into another song. What's the other song?
The other song is called You Like. It is actually from the album that I'm working on for the end of the year. The song is not out yet, so
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Okay, world premiere. World premiere.
World premiere.
Let's go. Let's hear this song right quick. If you want, you can sing along with it too.
That's good.
Now that's the same one we just heard.
Oh, did I send it to you twice? Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, there you go. You want to sing with it?
Yeah, if you want to. This was produced by Critical Hits as well.
Do you think?
He's a very good producer.
If I let you slide in the ride, can't deny that you love me. Let you slide in the ride, say you like it tonight. Got you up all day, say you in a place. You going insane, going through some things, and you wanna pick my brain, tryna let it pay, and you're moving so in vain. You might Put your pride to the side. Know you try to cut all ties. You can't lie. No, I'm the prize. Now you rise through the highs with the lows on your mind. I'd advise that it's wise. Keep me close on your side. You drawing the line cause you wanna see me cry. Just to see a sign I'm on your side. But if I let you slide in the ride, can't deny that you like. Let you slide in the ride. Say you like it tonight.
All right. Bella ain't no joke, man.
Follow up.
Bella ain't no
Thank you.
joke. I see why my man snatched you up. Come here, I'm a man of you. You're a gold mine right here. She's serious, right?
Yeah.
And she just being regular magic on
Thank
stage.
you.
I can see it already.
Thank you.
You know? So can you tell everybody what podcast show you're on right now?
I am on The Beat 139.
There it is. Bella, thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take